In this video, I will be giving an overview and my rankings of the new 2023 Smissmas maps. This is my first time making a video in this format, and I'm not really sure how to do it, so this video might be a little weird or shallow in some places. I hope you still like it. Please keep in mind that I really like all of these maps, and these are just the ones that I had either issues with or just think are slightly above the rest. For number 10, Haarp is a control point map set in the mountains. In it, Blue must take their intelligence to Red's control points to capture them. It has some pretty sights, and these double as chances for environmental kills. There are also times when Red can get into Blue spawn and basically indefinitely spawn camp Blue team, which takes away a lot of the enjoyment that the map has to offer. It's a really unique map, but the later points are a little too hard to capture even with proper team coordination. For number 9, Snowtower is the winter version of Hightower, but instead of being a payload race map, it's a King of the Hill map, with the point being on the central tower. It's fun to play, but I wish it was still a payload race map because that game mode is highly underrated. Turbine Center is the winterized version of the Capture the Flag map Turbine. Turbine itself has always been prone to stalemates because of its large central chamber and no flank routes around it. Turbine Center is very pretty, being themed around a shopping center and office complex. It has a train in the center of the map that goes around a central Christmas tree. The train kills players on contact, although a lot of the games you'll get on this map are just friendly lobbies. The map is pretty and definitely an improvement, but Turbine, even in this improved form, just isn't much fun. For number 7, Hacksaw is the winter version of Bonesaw. It's a fun payload race map which ends with either team needing to hack into the enemy team's computers. The reason it's number 7 is because it's just a reskin of a Halloween map. For number 6, Emerge is a payload map set in an industrial complex. It has a mix of wide open spaces and much more tightly enclosed ones. I enjoy the first area, but in my opinion the rest of the map feels a little too open for Red team to get behind Blue's defenses. It's pretty fun to play and has a cool final point. For number 5, Carrier is a control point map with the main mechanic that capturing points can only be done by a player on Blue that has become a giant robot. The first point isn't too hard to take, but getting the giant to the final point deeper in the map can feel impossible at times. It's a good map, but there's a lack of flank routes around both the first and second points, and it's very hard to support the giant on Blue team. For number 4, Camber is a payload map set in the desert. It has a lot of open ground, but there's also a lot of covered flank routes, so sniper isn't too strong. It has a few strong choke points, but none feel too unfair. It also has chances for some fun environmental kills off the edges of the map. The final point does let Blue shoot directly into Red spawn, which is something that I dislike. For number 3, Krampus is a German-themed King of the Hill map with a boss that appears and attacks both teams. When the boss is present, the teams do not have a truce, which I dislike. I know truces can be annoying, but I like them because they center both teams around fighting the boss instead of each other. When Krampus is defeated, he spawns a portal to the underworld. Players that go through the portal and make it through the underworld get uber and crits for a short duration of time. The boss can be fun, but is very exploitable because he is programmed not to enter near team spawns. He also spawns a little too often, but isn't as bad as Ghost Fort. For number 2, Galleria is a player destruction map set in a shopping complex. It's based off Nucleus, but you can hardly tell because of how much it was transformed. It has several decorated shops and storefronts. All the storefronts have also made it the by far probably most popular friendly server, that or Turbine Center. It has a central ice rink with an ice resurfacer that goes out after each scoring period and kills players on contact. I want to quickly just appreciate how much effort was put into all of the posters around the map. They're just really unique and a lot of work has been put into them. It's a very pretty map with an amazing finish. Number 1, and my personal favorite map out of this entire update, Brew is a beautiful 2-point attack defend map. I really like Blue spawn, I really like the diner theming, and it's just really detailed. Sadly, some of the trucks outside were broken in a patch that they released, I hope it's fixed soon, but for right now they're purple and black. The first point is out front of the brewery that the map is named after. The second point is really unique with all of the distilling equipment. The map has a lot of flank routes and cover, both for the defending and attacking teams. It's really pretty and just a fun map. This has been a really good update with a lot of good maps that were selected. Despite the problems I have with some of the maps, I really don't think any are bad. I think some just need some tweaks. I really hope some of the non-Smissmas theme maps from this update will be added to the permanent rotation, or even something like Galleria if they could create a normal version. They're just really great maps and I'd love to be able to play them year round. I won't deny that the bots have put a damper on this Smissmas. The new maps are infested with them, and it's really a shame because these maps are amazing. If you are persistent, you can generally get a match after a few attempts, and I'd recommend you try to get as many games as possible in while these maps are still in rotation. Thank you for watching. If you liked the video, please like the video. If you really liked the video, please subscribe, and comment if you have anything to say. Thank you for watching. Goodbye.